Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Isabella. If you are not, like I said, thanks for coming back. It is day 140 of no alcohol, and today we're gonna chat. You're gonna make a little coffee with me, and we're gonna talk about dude, this is just 140 days in review. I have so much to fucking say about not drinking. So let's make this coffee and get into it. We're literally gonna do this on my ottoman because I don't really have a little table of any kind. Okay, so before I get into the details of this, I found out recently that I've been drinking cold brew concentrate and not cold brew. You guys, since 2018, okay, I have been drinking cold brew concentrate when I get it from the store and not regular cold brew. Now, no one has told me this. I don't know if people just didn't realize. I don't know. But now I can't go back. Y'all, it's been 6 years. And I discovered Chameleon cold brew. It literally says super concentrate on the front. I just thought it meant it was concentrated. Makes up to 64 ounces of cold brew. And this is enough. Okay, so it's really just like, it's only like 50% or 150%. You know what I'm saying? Like, it only needs to be watered down half. So I feel like that's not terrible, but regardless, I'm about to drink a giant cup of cold brew, and this is just who I am. I'm like, is this why I've developed severe stomach problems? Like, I've had stomach problems. Vanilla Silk almond creamer, the goat. I put a lot in because this is fucking concentrate. All right, that's my story. A little. Oh my God, I'm so excited. All right, y'all, let's honestly tuck the fuck into it. I'm smelling the cold brew and I already have energy. We love the concentrate. And funniest thing ever, so I still have a podcast. It's called Cold Brew and Confidence. And I started it during the pandemic, just fucking drinking cold brew, chatting with you guys on my deck at my old apartment. I need to turn my heat off. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's making noise once. You guys, I have so much to say and I don't even know like how to reel it in / begin. So I'm gonna tuck in and just start with the fact that like I have become so much more confident as an individual overall since not drinking. And of course, like, I will always have insecurities. Like, I'm a human being. That's part of being a confident individual, is acknowledging your insecurities and just knowing that they fucking exist. But in terms of just like, man, I used to be so hard on myself in terms of my career and how I view success and just like what success looks like to me. And I've always, like, it's very important to me that I become a successful individual, and I know what that means spiritually for me, but there's also a really huge like financial aspect of that is important to me, that matters, that I've struggled with a lot because of all the shame around having money, especially women having money, that is just in the fucking world. So it's been crucial for me to just have this level of clarity. And I want to very much like be so for real with you guys. Like, I was drinking a lot more when I started, working at this restaurant that I'm currently working at now. I started working there last August, and that's when I started drinking a lot more. And from about August to January, it was August to January, I was drinking so much more than usual, and I still wasn't drinking like every day. And it wasn't like, I wasn't like drinking and driving. I wasn't like, there weren't like things that I wasn't, from the outside looking in, it didn't look like a problem, is what I'm trying to say. And so I just want to be like so for real that like you don't have to be in the worst place in your life to like want to make a change, and you don't have to be an alcoholic to stop drinking. And like there are just so many benefits to this that I've noticed for myself spiritually and mentally and physically that like I just wouldn't have benefited from if I didn't give this a little bit of a chance. And like for work, like I have to taste certain things, and like I take little sips of things, and I'm not like, oh my gosh, I'm breaking my sobriety, or I haven't literally been drunk in 140 days. Like that means something, and I'm really proud of myself for that. And when I take a sip of something, I'm not like, oh my God, I'm about to fall off the wagon. Like I just know where I'm at with it, and that is really cool for me. That's a really cool feeling, and it's really empowering, and it makes me feel like a badass bitch. And just having this clarity around like the kind of lifestyle I want to live in my future, and knowing where to go from here. That's always been such a huge, like, if I were to look at it and break it down, for me, what has been keeping me from moving forward in so many ways in my life, it's not like it's alcohol, period. It's who I am in relationship with alcohol. So for example, like I know I have big dreams, big goals, and want a lot of things. If I can't get up in the morning to my alarm, or even get up without an alarm, like I get up without an alarm all the time now, which is crazy to me. Getting up in the morning, being able to get up in the morning, being able to have mental clarity, being able to process certain emotions, like even if I'm not hungover, when I'm consistently drinking, I am unable to process my emotions with clarity and what's the word I'm thinking of? And grace. Like I am unable to give myself grace when I'm consistently drinking. My brain is just not doing what it's fucking supposed to. And so that becomes an entire domino effect for me as an individual, where if I'm drinking on a really, really consistent basis, I'm not going to be making decisions that are in my best interest. I am going to be isolating myself more. And even like now, I always will and have spent a ton of time by myself, and I love spending time by myself. And I now am able to, it's not isolating. It doesn't feel isolating when I'm spending time by myself. It just is what it is. And drinking, especially, like I made a rule for myself many years ago that I'm not allowed to drink alone, and that was a habit that I was getting back into like at the end of last year, beginning of this year, and I'm just like, okay, that's what we're not gonna be fucking doing, you know? It's just not worth it. So that domino effect of just me not being able to move forward in life in terms of relationships, in terms of my career, in terms of just like outlook on things, like I wasn't able to do that, not because, oh my God, I was drinking so much, but because of the ripple effect that it was having. So like, it can be, do I have my shirt on backwards? Oh my God, no. I'm keeping that in there because that's so me. Still a dork. No, for real though, like the domino effect that all has is just, it's so real, and you don't have to have this big problem. So if you know that about yourself, if you know that there are things that you need, not everyone just bounces out of fucking bed in the morning. Probably like 2% of people do that, you know? So be real with yourself about what is and isn't helping you. It could be anything. It could be you need to drink more water. It could be you need to cut back on sugar. It could be you need to drink less alcohol. It could be you need to cut out dairy. Like, whatever it is that is sending you back into that cycle of like, I'm just not really feeling my best. Like, it's worth looking at. It's just worth looking at, because I'm on a really exciting path right now in terms of my career, and I haven't told everyone in my life, so I can't just like tell you guys yet, but I'm gonna tell you very, very soon. In my next video, I'll tell you. But it's something that like, I feel like I've been waiting for this answer for like fucking 5 years, and I have been going through so many I've gone through a lot the past year in terms of my work and knowing where I want to be. I've been like, it's been a really rough run. I'm not gonna lie. There have been some really disappointing things that have happened. And I've learned a lot of extremely hard lessons within that. But at the same time, the direction I'm going in right now and I'm like, hard fucking left, y'all. I'm just really excited about, and I don't think I would have had the fortitude and clarity to execute this if I was drinking right now. I just really don't. And that's exciting. It's exciting that I'm just like on a path I want to be on. I know what kind of lifestyle I want to live. I know what kind of people I want around me. Like, I'm just gaining more and more and more clarity. I wouldn't say every day, but I would say every week. I'm like, because some days are just like, wow, this is really hard. And I mean, I do have days where I'm like, hot dog, a drink sounds really good. It's like really good. But I don't. And the thing is like, it's so funny. I've quit many things before. I quit amphetamines. I quit smoking cigarettes, and both of those things were extremely, extremely difficult. In very different ways. Quitting smoking cigarettes was more difficult because it's more socially acceptable, you know what I'm saying? Ironically enough, but it's not like the other thing was easy. And this, I'm just really glad that I wasn't as like physically dependent on it as I was to the other things that I had quit before, because all of it is craving a release. Like, all of it is craving a release. Everything we could possibly be addicted to, right? And so just in knowing that, and like knowing what your mental and physical are really asking for when you get those urges has been fucking pivotal for me, because I'm like, oh, I know what this is. I definitely feel like I'm more seasoned because I have quit other things. And I don't really have like anyone to be like, oh, this is so hard too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I go to therapy and like I talk, of course, like that's discussed in therapy and things like that, but I don't surround myself with people that are like, oh, is that hard? I don't surround myself with enablers. I don't. And that's key. That's what I surround myself with people who care about me and my health and where I'm going with this, and will support my well-being, period, point blank, whatever that means for me. And that is the piping hot tea on that. I'm gonna cut this short because it's not a short video. It's the longest video ever. And you know, I could keep talking forever. Sponsored by, you can't even, like, Chameleon Cold Brew. You guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me ramble about 140 days off the sauce. What a fucking crazy experience. Everything that led up to this, very tumultuous. But like, now that I'm here, I'm like, okay, this feels good. This feels right. If you are still here with me, what should you comment if you are still here with me? Comment Callie sober. Love y'all. I'll see you in the next video. I hope you have a beautiful day.